Here we go. Best of 3. Gold Rush, Mesas, and Hamburger if we get that far. Oh, that's cool. I love Gold Rush. It's one of my favorite maps.
And it's so different. Like, it's still an open land map, like everyone's used to. It's like Arabia, but on the other hand, you have to fight incredibly hard for the middle of the map. There's so much gold sitting there in the middle, ready for you to take. You don't have a lot of gold at home. It really punishes the teams, I think, that don't prepare a good civ combination.
Yes.
Right? Because you need to have 2 civs where they can work well together in, Castle Age to secure the middle. And then there's still good late game civs so that once you're still fighting for the middle in Imperial Age, you can keep pushing in and dealing damage.
Yeah, and I think we'll probably be seeing that. Pardon me, I've got a bit of a sore throat right now. But I think we'll be seeing that classic combination, Scouts, Archers, Knights, Archers. It's kind of just how it goes in 2v2 because they complement each other so well.
Right, yes, it's likely that you see something such as like Franks, Mayans, Slavs, what other good civs? Huns maybe, Aztecs could maybe be a possibility, Malians.
Yeah, the civ pool, obviously, in the on the website here, Aztecs, Incas, Mayans, they're the only, and 3 pure America's civs. So we had to sort of complement them with some of the civilizations that kind of invaded the Americas, I guess. That's why the Spanish and the Portuguese are in there.
And the Italians as well, kind of.
Yeah.
And even the Vikings and the Slavs.
Hey, the Vikings were in North America during the Middle Ages.
And the Slavs were kind of near Alaska, kind of.
Yeah, the Slavs did sort of have a thing with Alaska. Yeah, in fact, I think America bought Alaska from Russia at one point. And it was I don't know. Something.
I don't want to say something that I'm not sure about.
I don't know.
It could be
history.
Yeah,
right.
American history that we don't really know much about.
No, unfortunately not.
Yeah.
Not on this side of the pond. But anyway, we do have Gold Rush coming up as our first game. Let's get into Secret versus Suomi. Very exciting stuff. Yeah, right. USA did buy Alaska from Russia. I think it was the cheapest purchase of land in history, I guess. And the key word there being purchase. It was not taken by force. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into game number 1. Hopefully it doesn't crash.
Secret versus Suomi.
I hope it doesn't crash. Boom, we're in. Welcome everybody to a best of 3 series for the first round of the Americas 2v2 ECL stage. Here we are with Secret and Suomi, and I'm looking forward to this series big time. I really think this is going to be an exciting match. Obviously we've got Viper and Tato, we've got Max and Rubenstock, and I just don't know who's going to win. It could really go either way. And for Suomi, they would be very happy with a win here because it does help them secure that second spot in the league. It helps them to go forward. Obviously, Secret are winning the tournament right now. So if they lose here, it's not the biggest deal to them. They're going to be clear in the lead ahead anyway. So I do feel like this is not going to be too bad for Suomi. And we've also seen their performance in the tournament so far. It didn't start out too well, but then they beat Secret every single time.
You're right. For about 3 or 4 events in a row, whenever they faced Secret, whether it was the first round, the semis, or the final, they beat them. And that just got them back into contention really quickly.
Yeah. And it's amazing how quickly they turned it around. The Secret Killers. That's what they are. And they're going to face them here in round 1. So we'll see if they can do it again. So map number 1, Gold Rush, a classic map. And one which I'm a massive fan of. Although I have to say, at first glance, this does seem to be favouring the Viper and Tato quite considerably. As the gold is very close between them.
Yep, slightly more on their side of the map. Which helps them a little bit when they start to get castles up there.
Yeah, so we'll take a look at the civs. We've got Viper in the south in the yellow. Classic Viper playing as the Goths. Okay.
Well, Goths counter Mayans, I guess, right?
Yes, but I'm just surprised that he blind picks the Goths here.
Well, remember, there is a civ draft.
Yeah.
So they would have seen that they picked Mayans.
Yeah, maybe it was a counter pick then. Yeah, that's probably right. I guess I don't know what order they picked them in.
If you press page up a couple of times, you might be able to see the civs. No, okay.
No, we can't see it. It's not in the. They must have done it in the lobby. I don't know. But anyway, Tato over to the east of the map. His teammate playing as the Slavs and Goths in game number 1 for Team Secret.
Okay, and then for the other side, we have the Max playing in his normal color teal. He is the Slavs on the west side of the map, and then to the north we have Rubenstock playing in his normal grey, playing as the Mayans.
Yeah, I like this. Everyone's kind of on their classic, iconic colours. Should make it very easy to cast and know who's who. Of course, Max is in the teal. But yeah, those wondering why Goths, they're not very American. Like, what's that about? Basically, in 2v2, you have to pick one civilization from the pool in each game.
And then you can free pick the other ones.
Yeah, so you don't have to pick. The pool is there just to sort of influence the picks.
A little bit.
But it's not sort of overarching, and you do get a choice of other civs as well.
Like, as Soumi have done, you can pick 2 civs from the pool if you want to. Mayans and Slavs are both there. But alternatively, you can go outside if you feel there's a better civ that you can use.
Yeah, but you have to use one civ from the pool every game as a minimum. So that's why we see the Goths in this game. And I can only presume it was a counter pick in a way to the Mayans here. So we'll see what the Soumi team can do. Obviously, Slav Mirror. Slavs, as we know, are a very strong civ. And Gold Rush is one of those maps which is usually quite easy to wall due to the way the trees and the woodlines spawn. We actually do have quite easily wallable maps. Like, look at this, for example. A single house. Like, you've got this
closed.
Whole left side of your base closed
And then
off.
once you drop like a barracks and a stable or something along the front there, that's almost completely walled.
Yeah, and of course, Viper has an easily wallable map. Of course, Tato has a reasonably easily wallable map. Who doesn't have an easily wallable map? Rubenstock. It's very open at the front here. And Max
is even more open.
Even more open at the front. I mean, this is just classic Team Secret map hacks right here.
The Viper
in action.
always does the hacks.
Every time. Every time.
It's nasty.
What can you do?
How often he gets them. But one problem though, for Tato's map, his stone is out the front. There, and then the other one's just to the north.
He's got one here too.
One there in the back, but there's one big one just north of his base, next to the cliff. Straight up from the TC.
Am I missing something? Oh, there.
Right.
Yeah.
He's surrounded by stone, but a lot of them are in really awkward positions. Like as the
Why
Slavs,
does he have so much stone, though?
I've got no idea. It's just
What is that?
the random stones have spawned near him, it seems. Even more map hacks.
This stone here and this stone here, these are like bonus stones.
Yeah. Normally there's a couple that are towards the middle.
Like this one here, for example, way off to the left. But yeah, I feel like maybe, they went like Mayans here thinking, well, there's big stones on the map. Like, we secure those, we get a lot of castles up.
That'll work pretty well.
Not today. Not today.
Tato gets them all and just going to spam Boyars.
Boyars. Rubenstock coming in with a drush. And we do see him holding that hill there with his Eagle Scout. He'll push Tato back. So he's actually going to prevent Tato from walling. I like this. I feel like that's required in this situation.
And if Max comes over with the Scout, they can get an early double on Tato, do some damage.
Yeah, which is similar to what we saw with BZK and SY a little bit earlier on. So I do like this. They're going to push Tato off the berries as well, which is annoying. Of course, Slavs have Slavic farms, so he doesn't mind adding a couple of farms a little bit earlier on. It's not the worst thing that could happen. But look how easy his base is to defend. Like, it's disgusting.
One thing we see, Viper hasn't clicked up the feudal yet. So is he maybe just going straight FC?
Of course he is. 27 vills. What else would you do? And it looks like he's planning to get Huskarls out very early as well.
Castle drop Huskarls. Okay.
It's like they're looking at this like, okay, Mayans.
Plume Archers are dangerous.
Let's do that.
Well, because a tried and true tactic on this map was you sling the Mayan player to a really fast Imperial Age for tons of Plumed Archers. So maybe, you do some scouts with Tato, then you full wall, and then you use the Slavic eco bonus.
Yeah.
And then you sling the Viper for Huskarls to counter the Plumes.
But then there's also Knights from Max, which do quite well against Huskarls.
True. But he can always make some helps. This is an Imperial Age, right, with a sling.
That's true. Yeah.
Maybe.
It looks like that could be the play. I mean, if there's any map where a sling is a possibility, Gold Rush is absolutely one of those maps. For Rubenstock, he's going to be a little disappointed. His Drush hasn't done much damage, actually.
Denying the berries is nice, but it's not like you've killed anything yet. No,
and he's not able to really find anything either because it's so well defended. by Tato, who's actually walled up the right side as well now. So, yeah, he's got a hole. He can come in here later on, but he's not really going to be able to do too much. It actually looks like Max is now heading out over there with his scouts as well.
I think he's found, okay, Viper's fully walled. I can't get in his base. I have to come to Tato.
Yeah, I agree. And we'll see what happens next, because obviously Viper here, Market Blacksmith, it's clear as day that that's a fast castle. And Max should scout that. I mean, he knows that Viper has a wall across the front, but he hasn't really seen much else. So he's going to look toward Viper at some point, and he sees the blacksmith.
Yeah, they should know
the timing, and he should know it's an FC for sure. Can he get through though? It's very unlikely. Viper's
not
not
without
letting him
archers,
through
right?
here. No.
You attack the wall, he just makes some more walls. You come with other things, you can make some towers, right? Like, you're not going to get in there before his castle age.
You're not. And Secret now in a great position, I feel. We do have double archery ranges from Rubenstock as well, so it's not even like he's going for a castle here. And, you know, I feel like if you play defensively against the Goths and you build a castle in the Castle Age against Castle Age Huskarls, it does perform quite well. Like, a castle kills Castle Age Huskarls quite easily.
For sure. And, you know, just walling as well so they can't get in works fine. But crossbows are never going to work versus Huskarls.
No.
And it's so much more of an investment, right? Because you have to keep making them from two ranges, and then they're not going to do anything.
Yeah.
Whereas the castle has many benefits, and you're only making one building.
How about we sling the Slavs? Max usually gets a sling.
Yeah.
Like, this is a situation where slinging the Slavs could actually be a legit strat.
Just straight into Castle Age for, what, Drazinia? Like, sorry, like straight to Castle, boom, a bit straight to Imp, just spam champions and
do Drazinia, yeah, maybe, yeah. Because Drazinia is an Imp tech, so he would have to be Imp. But I do think that could work. We're going to see that castle there from Viper.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to see Huskarls coming out. And I'm very curious as to see how the Max and Rubenstock will deal with this and what they will do.
We see Tato. He's slinging food to the Viper. He's stonewalling his base. So he's really set in for the sling.
He's hunkering down.
Yep.
Oh boy, this is gonna be interesting. Max is doing bloodlines, so he will be going for scouts. Scouts. I was just looking at those scouts, and I had scouts in my mind. He will be going for knights, of course. Rubenstock will have crossbow, and I guess if there's a lot of knights and there's crossbows, then that could still work against the Goths, because the knights are faster than the Huskarls, so they can fight the Huskarls while the archers retreat. And then if he adds any pikes, then
you've got the
crossbows to kill them. Even if he goes for the Halb, the crossbow will still kill the Halb. So it could still work out really well for this knight and crossbow combo. But there's no way they're getting into Tato right here.
Not without some siege.
Yeah, it's
right.
not.
If you built the castle for plumes, you can make a petard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we see Viper's doing anarchy, so it looks like he's going for Castle Age Huskarls, not going up to Imp yet.
No, I guess he's just not going to have the eco at this point. Even with the Tato sling, I think going Imp and it's a little bit too greedy, perhaps.
Sure. Does he have any extra TCs going up?
Tato Viper?
Yeah.
Yes,
okay,
one
extra.
2, and no third TC yet, but I imagine he'll add a third TC. That's usually what Max would do if he gets a sling, and Max is already up to 3 TCs. We are continuing to see crossbow production. We are seeing knight production as well. And we'll just see if Viper can get the damage done here as the Goths. The Huskarls aren't even being trained from the barracks yet. He's doing Spearmen at the moment.
And they're not even upgraded.
Like I said, I think this could work because the spears will get picked off by those crossbow. As long as Max and Rubenstock play together and play well,
right.
I do think they'll be in a position here where they can actually take Viper down.
I think, as long as they're on point with their micro, then they should win these engagements, especially because you've got 2 people making army versus 1.
Yes, exactly. And Viper, of course, he'll be slung, and he can make Huskarls from his barracks, but it's still a case of actually being behind in production, and they've already got a base of archers, so he's playing catch-up already.
And he's only just starting to get upgrades now, right? He's getting +2 armor now, which is quite late for his infantry. He's just sort of roaming around the middle of the map trying to see what's happening, but they're all outside Tato's base.
Yeah.
And so, Tato's got another layer of wall, though.
Oh, he has. Another 2 layers, in fact. Wow.
He is a desperate boy.
Yeah, he's waiting for Viper to come and bring the reinforcements over. There is a ram here from Rubenstock, so they are committed here to getting in. And of course, these walls only 900 health because they're feudal age walls, and they don't have the 1800 health of a castle age wall. And they're in. So we'll see what they can do. Viper's coming over. Do you know what would be really good here? Some mangonels as well.
Right. Or even a scorpions.
Well,
not against the walls, but against the infantry.
against the Huskarls, I don't like Scorps.
They're still good.
They're still good, but I prefer a mangonel because a mangonel does melee damage, and it's just like
that's true.
splat right on your face. It will basically make this army so weak. A couple of mangonel shots would be huge.
Oh, look at Rubenstock trying to save the villager.
They're in. And, of course, if you can pick off those pikes, that's going to be great. There's one down.
I think he just sort of wants to get ballistics at some point for his crossbows. And then I don't think they could possibly lose a fight unless they really screw up.
Well, there's not many knights over here. I'm only seeing 3 knights right now, and he doesn't have any upgrades on them. Which is a little worrying, because he does have to kill the Huskarls once the pikes are dead.
That's true, but he's got a pretty big economy coming up next. I saw him research man-at-arms not long ago, so he might be switching into longswords.
He actually is, which I'm not sure about, because they're kind of fighting on the opposite side of the map. So here's the fight now. The Huskarls going in first. Obviously, the crossbows really need to focus on picking off the pikemen, which I think they are doing.
There's not very many
the knights
pikemen.
are dead, so yeah, it's kind of awkward. Rubenstock, though, a great position with those crossbows.
The 2 little quick houses.
Of course they're going to die eventually, though. And I guess maybe this is more of a distraction, if anything. I mean, they actually make it through the walls of Tato, which is quite impressive. One ram,
just
1,
battered
2,
its
3
way in there.
walls negated. I like it. But yeah, Max didn't really make much military there. Max is thinking about his eco, as always. When is Max not thinking about his eco?
He's always a boomy guy.
He's got the villager lead, and he's going into the long swords, which is just a counter to everything that Viper is doing right now.
That's true. I don't think... The only thing he can really make to somewhat counter them would be either making his own crossbows, not ideal.
Nah.
Make his own longswords, again, not really ideal. Like, he can do it for sure, but he has to make the switch, right?
Yeah, but it's not that bad. I mean, he only has to do the upgrades, which are kind of cheap, and he's already got the infantry
The thing is,
armor.
longswords cost a lot more food than pikes and husks.
Well, that's also true, yeah.
I think
But Viper's actually looking at Imperial right now.
Ooh. Okay, fair. He could also make his own scorpions. Could be an option.
The Jaguars!
Rip.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like at this point, the pressure has actually been on Secret, not the other way around. And normally when you sling, you want to be the active player. You want to be the guy pressuring your enemies, getting ahead.
You don't want to let them boom themselves.
No. And in this case, it's only just happening at 27 minutes that Viper is actually attacking one of the Soumi players. However, he is on the way up to the Imperial Age.
He's going to bust his way through that house really quickly.
Man. And there's no repairs on the house, so he's in. And I think Max now has to defend this. But here's the longswords. This is good. He's a bit out upgraded, but longswords will do well.
And plus there's a couple of knights there as well. There's no pikemen here.
Yeah, the pikes are, well, the 2 pikes.
2 pikes. Doesn't really
not
matter.
really a problem. But yeah, upgrades a little bit favoring the Viper, but Viper's still going to back up for now. He's also switching into Men-at-Arms himself. I think he cancelled Men-at-Arms, and then he did it again after he saw the long swords.
Could be.
So I think he was doing Man-at-Arms before. He cancelled it. He saw the long swords and then decided, actually, yeah, I should do Men-at-Arms myself. So we might see some cheaper champions coming out from the Goth player here. But
The
more
castle in the middle is
importantly,
good.
that's it, right? The castle in the middle. Actually going to secure the middle of the map at this stage of the game is really important.
Uh-oh.
Rubenstock,
Needs to stonewall fast.
he's in a bit of a precarious spot.
Yeah, that gold is toast, I think.
That's a problem. He's only got about 1,000 gold behind here, which is okay. And he's actually about to go Imp.
Himself? Okay.
What is he going to do with Imp?
Well, he's not...
Two-handed swordsman?
No. No. Can't be.
No, of course. But I do wonder what his game plan in Imp will be, because typically you want to go for plumed archers, but we know that he doesn't have a castle, and we know that that is going to be an awkward unit to make anyway in the face of all these Huskar. So Viper looks like he might be taking over the game now. Imperial Age is in. They've got the middle of the map. Things sort of swung around very quickly.
Look at Max there. with that monk there just back to the south, taking
Where?
that relic.
Oh, why not? I mean, Max is one of those players that will maximize his economy in every situation.
Like,
it's in the name.
Soumi is 40 bills ahead at this point, which is not insignificant.
No, it's not. They just need to be able to hold on to their sort of military lead and their economy lead until they can get to imp themselves.
Yeah.
Because if Viper overwhelms them now, they're going to have their backs pressed against the wall, and it's going to be very difficult to come back from that position. They've got to kind of stay ahead, and they've got to keep ahead. But let's see. Viper's going to come over with two-handed swordsman now, and there is actually a good number of crossbows out. So
and there's not that many Huskarls.
it might be okay.
Oh.
And oh, Mangonel, that was a good dodge. Got out a dodge.
Oh, but now those long swords into the against. Oh no,
Oh, you can't
doesn't
get
get
the
the
Mangonel.
Mangonel.
That's too
and
bad. That
he's
is too
stuck
bad.
out here by himself.
Oh boy. Yeah. So Max gonna have to retreat to the side. Elite Huskarl now being researched. Oh, lovely stuff. Ruben's not like, I'm gonna get this gold one way or the other.
Yeah, but then the Mangonel comes in and just splats these villagers in the face.
Yeah, he won't be able to mine it for a while. And fortified wall now being
Double layer
researched.
walls as well.
I wonder, this is going to be... Is he going to start slinging? Like, he wouldn't go imp if he was going to start slinging.
No, well, he had the resources to go imp, and now he's slinging.
Now he's slinging. Wow, okay. That feels like a little bit of a waste, but
Well,
so be it.
The thing is, like, his sling is 30 bills stronger than Tato's.
That's true. And he'll have eco upgrades, which Tato won't have.
And he can make defensive units to defend himself if he gets pushed, right?
He's actually... He could do Arbalest and sit here and pick off stuff.
Wait, can't do Arbalest, he's not going imp, right? He's got the crossbows.
Oh, wait, no,
he can
you're
make
right.
mangonels and stuff to defend him.
Yeah. My bad, he didn't go imp, of course. Yeah. He actually cancelled it. So Max here, going for the Scorpion Slavic Cheaper Siege. Let's go. Most underused, underrated unit. We have got two-handed swordsman coming in from Viper, but two-handed swordsman on the way for Max as well.
And there's so many scorpions here.
Oh, it's a nice fight for Max. He's got the hill too. So that's 12 damage plus an extra 25%. So he's getting 15 damage on these Scorps. And of course, these Huskarls, they do have 10 pierce armor, but that's still 5 damage a bolt. And
plus whatever the longswords are dealing in front.
yeah, exactly.
Right. And Max had a negative KD
That was fantastic.
a moment ago, and now he's plus 20 kills.
That was such a good fight. Let's take a quick look at the graph there of the military count. It just went very up towards Max's favor, and now he's going to be able to do quite a
Heavy
good
Scorpion,
job.
Champion, and Blast Furnace all coming in at once. I assume there'll be some Trebs or Rams coming in soon to push the middle, take down the castle.
Max
Oh.
is just the Max.
There's so many Scorpions, I love it.
I love it too. 16 damage now, just a little bit more damage from the hill. And these Elite Huskarls, they'll be taking quite a bit of damage if they get like bunched up. Like, look at this. If they would just take a huge... Oh, man. I just feel like Scorpions are massively underwhelming, though. Like,
Don't walk into the castle.
They just don't do enough.
They are incredibly good once you've got this big mass of them together.
Yeah. And the Viper's like coming around the back, like trying to flank them, perhaps.
I don't like how the Scorpions are on spread formation, though. Like, you want them all stacked up so that they all shoot.
That's true. I mean, that does leave you a little bit weak to like onagers and stuff, but
Yeah, well, we
we're
haven't
not
seen
going to see any onagers. Tato is only just going up to the castle age, so that's not really a threat right now.
Oh, he's going to try
Viper
to
trying
bust
to
in.
raid. He can get through there
Max, I wonder where those Huskarls went.
Yeah, right. He's a smart player. He's very well aware of what's going on.
Don't
And here
walk
we
into the castle,
go,
though.
pushing up the hill. The Scorpions
I don't like this, though. Not
doing damage and
going so close to the castle.
he's so desperate to take him out. I know. Let's take out the castle with the Scorpions. That could work.
Next level.
Yeah. So Viper will lose his army there. The Huskarls look like they're going to get in at the back. Oh my goodness.
If he
Perfusion
gets
now
in here,
being
this
researched
could
as well.
be GG, because they could kill 20 or 30 vills easily
If he gets in here.
if he gets in.
If he gets in
Oh,
here.
just max
Max
house wall.
going to try and stop this at all costs. He has to. He cannot let this go down.
But they're going to get in so
Oh no,
quickly.
the champion's coming in from behind.
Whoa.
Yes, he's got it. He's got it. Okay, Max
Okay, wow.
actually going to be able to hold that off
Just
a
in
little
time.
bit.
I think a little bit more wall to stop the palisade wall, but
Yeah. Like right here, he could still go through. He will, but the champions are going to clean this up.
Yeah.
So well
That was
played to
close.
Max there. That was close. Viper with a nice attempt there as well. But Max able to clean it up, and still no trebs or anything.
Okay, one treb.
Finally, we get a treb coming over. I think the castle only just came up, so it probably explains that. But yeah, the sling going on to Max, the sling going on to the Viper. It's sling versus sling, but the slabs are coming out on top.
And Ruben, yeah, on either side. The Ruben stock sling, you know, it's 60 more villages than Tato's. Plus, as we said, he has all the castle age upgrades. He's had them for so much longer. Yeah, Viper has the middle. He's got all these TCs on the gold. But champions, they don't cost a lot of gold, right?
No, the champions are, well, very cheap.
And that's basically all that Viper's making at this point.
Yeah, with a few, well, mostly champions, a few Huskars mixed in.
But between them, right, they only cost like 15, 20 gold each. It's peanuts.
Yeah, that's true. But he did lose his castle on the hill. Max is now starting to mine the gold here as well.
I assume he's going to drop a castle in a second.
Yeah.
Or maybe Ruben stock. Someone's going to build a castle in the middle.
Ruben stock. Okay. Well, I mean, that's the perfect place for it, isn't it, really?
Well, yeah, that's why Viper had one there.
It's like
That's why
king of
they're
the hill
replacing
right
it.
now. Oh, man. I think Max is winning this for them.
Clearly, look at the military count. We've got 60 military for
Same.
Max. Viper's got 20.
He's running them in one by one, and it's like, you never want to do this. You never want to have your rally points like set to here, and then just everything running in one by one and just getting picked off.
But I don't think he can possibly mass up enough military to match the Max here.
Yeah, well, what a fantastic game from Soumi. Switching into to not sling the Mayans, sling the slabs.
Right.
With the Mayans, funnily enough. And there you go. I'd be interested to see the resources sent at the end of the game. I wonder if Rubenstock will have sent more resources. I can only
By a
assume he
huge
will.
margin. I would think
Because
so.
he's got a castle age economy, and he had the techs, and he had more villagers. Tato was feudal for a long time. He's only just gone castle and started expanding his eco, but he's still slinging. And Viper just cannot stabilize the situation at the moment.
But Rubenstock's still being aggressive on the map, right? He's building castles in the middle.
That's true.
He had those crossbows that were running around doing damage. He did the siege push. You know, he can switch into plumes or eagle warriors basically at any time after he clicks imp. What's this? Max just coming forward with all these champions.
Hey, why not? If he gets through here.
Just stonewall behind it. Oh, wait, here's the Goths. That's a problem.
House wall behind it.
Oh, boy. And then they're just going to destroy the houses anyway.
Now, I don't know if Dragina has been researched, but if it has, then even, I mean, that's just going to further make it impossible for Viper. I mean, it's just crazy. I have no idea if Dragina's been researched yet. It's hard to tell.
I don't
think it has, actually. I don't think it has. Otherwise, no, it has. Yeah, Dragina was researched. This champion took 5 damage while this one was attacking this one.
Okay.
So
Fair enough.
Max absolutely mincing the Viper. And yeah, man, that was a fantastic game. You don't often see games like this where you have full infantry. I really enjoyed seeing all the heavy scorpions from Max as well. Although in the end, it's really the champions that do the damage. Having those scorpions in defense here on this hill was just great. And yeah, man, this just the adaptation from Soumi, being able to transition into a sling there, even though you've got a Mayan player, the Mayan player having to swallow his pride and just accept the fact that the Slavs are better equipped for this matchup. And I guess, yeah, I mean, Viper and Tato, they obviously picked the Goths to try and counter the Mayans, and so Soumi just took Mayans out of the picture. And I think that was just a fantastic play from them. Let's have a quick look at the stats, because I'm very interested to see the resources sent. Okay, Tato did send more in the end.
Okay, that surprises me.
But resources gathered, Rubenstock did gather a lot more as well. He just didn't send quite as much to Max. I guess he made quite a lot of crossbow.
Well,
He built 2 castles. He
Sure.
made some siege.
We take a look at the military stats as well, right? And we sort of compare the two of them. Like Rubenstock still had, 30 kills and, military aggression.
Deaths, yeah. Tato did not. But yeah, that was awesome. That was really cool to see. Rubenstock with a much larger villager high.
Yeah, and he was going up to Imperial Age at the end there, so he was
he
preparing
was,
to get into
right.
the game as well.
Yeah. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. And Soumi there going to take that first game, which means we'll be seeing Mezzas next, which is an awesome map. I think this is actually my favorite map of all of the new maps which were created for the ECL. So Awesome stuff. Do you remember who made that? You looked it up earlier.
I believe it was made by Zetnus.
Zetnus, that's correct. So I think Zetnus making this one. Congratulations to him for winning the map making competition and getting mazes in there. But also, thank you for making such an awesome map. I love it.
It's such a map that the players want to play it as well.
Yes, that's just like an added bonus.
Yeah.
When players want to play these new maps, that's always lovely.
Here we go.
We are in. Game number 2, Soumi versus Secret. It is now match point because this is a best of 3. And yes, that is right. Soumi are leading with 1 point on the board. They could potentially win the series here and
kill Secret for another time.
Yet again.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they've met their match. I mean, this is just fantastic. And you know what? Imagine, I mean, I'm just actually getting so excited thinking about it. Right, this tournament will end with a LAN final. The top 2 teams will go to the LAN. Secret are pretty much guaranteed to go to the LAN right now.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine if Soumi go to the LAN as well.
That would be exciting.
That would be the best thing in the world.
Can they kill Secret again on a
LAN,
live stage?
God,
yes. Even though Secret were so far ahead throughout the entire tournament, another team wins the grand final.
Yeah.
That would be so good.
Oh, yeah, that would just be the ultimate timeline. But obviously, we are impartial.
Well, somewhat.
Yeah.
As Badrang Singh says with his $10 donation, thank you very much. Slay the snake, slay the snake. We are very much on board with that idea.
Thank you, by the way, to the Pico for the $10 donation earlier as well. He said, take your revenge, the max. So thank you for the support, guys. We really appreciate those donations. And thank you for the subs as well. Badrang gifting to Amazing Night and Anonymous gifting to Phantom Beaver. Thank you guys for that. But yeah, we do have game number 2 on mazes. Let's take a look at the players, civs, and all that stuff. Tato now on the Mayans, over to the west of the map, and Viper on the Franks up to the north.
Ooh, that's a nasty looking gold. Just to the left a little bit. Ooh.
Yeesh, that's not nice.
That's bad.
Yeah, very open, very hard to wall. Where are your map hacks now, Viper? Where are they now?
He used them all last game and he still lost.
Yeah, I know. That's kind of unfortunate, isn't it? But yeah, we do have the Team Secret team up to the north and west. Over to the east and south in the teal, it's Max. He's got the Aztecs. And then we've got Franks in the south for Rubenstock. Franks seem to be a popular choice on this map. Aztecs, though.
Yeah, I feel that's like the odd sieve out here. Like, Mayans and Franks perfectly make sense. You got knights, you got archers. Aztecs, they can do Arbalest, but it's not particularly great. They could do like monks and siege. That's, kind of okay. It's still not that great. I feel like I would much prefer the civs if they were reversed. If, like, say, Rubenstock was the Rubenstock was the Aztecs, and the Max was Franks. Because then Ruben could do some annoying strategies early game, and then wall and sling Max for Paladin.
Yeah.
Whereas at this rate, like, your best player on the team, Max, is clearly better skill-wise than Rubenstock, has the inferior civ, which I don't think that's ideal.
No. Yeah.
Chat is telling us that Max stole
a boar.
Yep.
We can see his Eagle Scout is low, but I'm just trying to figure out where his other boar is. He's got the one under his TC, which is, I'm assuming, the one he stole.
Yep.
This one, which is coming in now, and then there's this boar over here, which is not his. That's Rubenstock's, right? Where's his other boar? Are you sure he didn't just
steal his own boar by accident? Well, Viper's got one carcass there, and he doesn't have another one.
No, he doesn't seem to have a second one either. Why can't I see the boar right now? Like, it's eluding me.
Maybe that boar is.
No, that one's
he's
Rubenstock's for sure. He must have stolen Viper's boar, but where's his boar then? There's 2 here in Tato's base. Where's that? Am I just going blind? Like, where is the other boar? Is it spawned in the mazes somewhere? Like, it's like he's looking for it still. Look, he doesn't see it. I'm wondering if he's actually one boar just didn't spawn. Top of his base, I think, bugged behind trees. That's what the chat says, but I don't see it.
Yeah, I can't see any boars anywhere.
That's a weird one. Yeah.
That is very weird.
Very weird, indeed. Anyway, regardless.
They said check Ruben's TC. Does he have 3 boars?
Ruben has...
1, 2, 3.
Ah, he does.
So maybe that one over there was...
Maybe it was. Okay, all right. So, oh my goodness.
Well, so Max still had 2 boars, so that was fine.
Yeah.
And
so,
then Ruben just got an extra one.
Okay, right. So that is okay. And I'm assuming then that Max... we were talking so much at the start of the game that we kind of missed it. But we were Detective Empires and Robo here. It must have been Max bringing the boar to Rubenstock's TC instead of his own TC.
That also could have been the case.
That would make the sense.
That would
make the sense. Right, so Tato coming forward. Forget about that. Drush is happening, and he's going to find the villager here from Ruby.
Oh,
he's
boy.
a little bit far away from home, but I think he'll get back successfully.
He should be fine. The problem is it's just going to maybe delay, because he wants to build the stable on the front, right?
Yeah, he's going to have to build it out to the side or something. Maybe, right there. Have to build it there instead. But that's annoying. But he's actually walled back here already. So this is actually almost like a... I know you might drush me, so I'm going to wall up again just in case.
Yeah.
And it works out really wonderfully in this situation. Those militia can't really get in and do much damage at all. And meanwhile, on the other side of the map, double ranges for Max, while Viper is playing quite defensively, actually. He's not built a stable.
What? No, that can't be right. He has to build a stable somewhere.
He's not. He's not built a stable. He's walling up, and he's going to go for a fast castle.
What
so
the hell?
Secret are playing very, very greedy here.
Right, so he still went up to field at a normal time just to, like, debate the enemy
Yeah.
into thinking he's doing scouts.
And then he did a scouts into fast castle build without making the scouts.
Right.
So that's like kind of
Okay, yeah, well,
adaptation.
he has so
I
many farms
suppose.
around the TC already.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
It's really good. And they've got this kind of team wall. I mean, well, I say team wall. They've kind of walled each other out, but they're very safe. Viper and Tato walled up very nicely at the moment.
For sure.
And I wonder if Tato will transition up to castle as well.
Well,
very quickly
look at
here
his
too.
uptime. He's doing Drush FC for
Yeah.
sure.
So this is really greedy from Team Secret.
But it might pay off. They're both going to be castle age
Exactly.
before Soumi is able to do anything with their
Yeah.
scouts and archers.
Yeah. And those people in the chat, by the way, asking if we've been spoiled, I have not seen any of the games, and I never have. So I am completely in the dark.
I work very hard to make sure that Zach is
Yeah.
not spoiled.
Completely. I think I've only been spoiled once, and that was when I read a spoiler in the chat from someone, and then he instantly got banned. So
Yeah, well,
good riddance.
fair enough.
But yeah, so it's good, and I do feel like this is very good for Secret right now. Obviously, they're gonna avoid investing into units, which won't pay off in the long term, and I think this is great. And Zach remains in the dark even after casting the game as well.
Well, that's how good he is at casting. He just doesn't notice anything.
Yeah, right. Sure. Ouch.
Ouch.
That hurts my soul.
Oh, sorry, man.
Oh, Max walling up against the Drush. Tato hasn't done too much with the Drush,
Well,
but
he decided, okay,
yeah.
I can't really hurt Ruben's stock. I'm just going to come over here to the other side, see what can happen.
Yeah, if only he had some archers, right? Could do so much damage. But
He's gonna
he
have
will
some
get
plumed
some
archers.
archers eventually. And Max and Rubenstock together as one going to push out and find that, well, there's just no way in. And we've even got more stone walls coming up from Tato as well. Walling behind this nice and early just to prevent anything from getting through and causing any trouble.
And he's mining stone already because he wants to make a castle and plumed
Yep.
archers at some point. So it's like fine for him to invest this stone. And you see he's up to castle age now. A little slow for what a normal Drush FC is, but that's fine. He's got a nice strong economy to back it up.
Oh, it might be a little slow, but he's still the fastest to castle.
Right, and it's still going to be just fine for him.
And Viper going for a stable now. I was going to say this would be very strange if he does a sling onto the mines.
Yeah, no.
I don't think you want to do that. I think going knights and plumes, absolutely fine here.
I think if there was going to be a sling, then Viper would have been the
He would have
mines.
slung already as well. He would have
Yeah,
started
he
by
would have
now.
already slung,
Yeah.
and he probably would have been the mine player receiving the sling.
That's also true. Yeah, that's a really good point.
Unless
Usually
they
it's
were
Viper who gets
really
that.
trying to like double bluff and say, you know, they wouldn't expect a sling to Tato from Viper, so that's why we'll do it.
True, but then, you know, maybe it's Tato's taking a stand. He's like, Vipey, I don't want to be the slinger again.
That sounds like an Eddie impression. That does not sound like Tato at all.
No, I really cannot. impersonate a Spaniard. It's just not possible. But he could be tired of having to make the sling because he's always the slinging guy.
That's true.
Hey, look, A for effort, please.
We'll give you a B for effort.
B for effort?
Yeah, and a F for
actual impersonation
for
skill.
like actual. Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway, Castle Age is coming in for Rubenstock as well. So he's going to be a little bit faster than Viper, even though he made scouts and Viper didn't. So that's quite solid from Rubenstock. And Tato will be making his castle at some point because, first of all, it's a TC. And I think that's just, again, the greediness because they're thinking, well, you know what? We're so well-walled. We're so far ahead with this Castle Age nonsense. Yeah. We may as well actually just boom as well because we don't want to fall behind at any point in our economy.
That is a bit of a
laughable. It's a farm TC.
Yeah, right.
That's good. You can farm around that. You can send villagers to the gold and, that's fine.
Yeah, it's very, very fine.
I think it's hard to place nice TCs on this map.
No, yeah, because there are so many weird hills all over the place.
Yeah, exactly. And so, anyway, Rubenstock and Max, they have got map control for now, but I don't know if they're going to hold on to that for very long. We will see, as we've got a TC from Rubenstock coming up
got his
right
own farm
there.
TC, nice.
And he's got another one coming up at the back as well. And
another one.
For another. Whoa. 4 TCs.
And
so
only the one stable.
We're going to see a lot of booming. We're going to see this transition. And he's just got paladins on the brain right now.
Do you think he said, okay, you guys are playing greedy. I'll show you what greedy is.
Yeah, I'll show you what greedy really looks like. So any time now, he'll mine a bit of stone, do a 5th TC, go full doubt style.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, I think it's interesting. I mean, at some point, they have to sort of push out their base to get wood. But for now, they've got plenty of resources inside of their walls. And Max now up to castle as well. Crossbow coming in there. And oh, no. Viper coming in with the knights, and he's going to kind of catch Rubenstock. No, Max.
He's not going to take that. 3 knights against those soon-to-be crossbows.
Yeah, I think if he'd have got there a little bit sooner, that could have been bad news. But now crossbow and bodkin arrow is about to come in. It should be a cleanup for him. He only has +1 defense, so easily done.
And then Rubenstock's with his scouts. Get away from my crossbows.
Hey, the scouts can still scout. They're not completely useless at this point.
Yeah. Let's see what's happening on the map.
Yeah, it's good stuff. And meanwhile, yeah, we've got Tato here getting his castle up way after his TCs have come up. So the Plumed Archer production is only just starting. And that means that Viper and Tato have a combined military of 4.
6
now 5. Now 6.
Okay.
Against 20.
Yeah, it's not particularly impressive. But I think one thing we should point out is that their team wall means they've already got a safe trade line. Whereas Rubenstock and Max have both got their own separate walled enclosures.
That's very true.
So, just something to think about as the game goes longer and longer. The secret team have an advantage for when they set up trade.
And I think at this point as well, Max and Rubenstock, they probably don't want the game to get that late. I think they want to win the game quite fast.
I think, yeah, for sure.
And I think the reason for that is because you've got Aztecs here. And I think their game plan will be to try and maintain the map control and actually come forward with a siege workshop and try and push through. But also, I think, more importantly, they want to get the Aztecs to imp, and they probably just want to start raiding.
Right.
And try and
onagers and then
pull
eagles,
them down before they... Because you don't want to get to a position where Aztecs are against the Mayans in the post-Imperial Age. And
you can win that if you've got, mass siege onagers.
Yeah.
But then you've got the problem, Viper comes down of nowhere with 40 paladin and destroys all of the onagers. And it's rip, there goes 3,000 gold and my entire army.
Yeah, so I like this. I think, Monks siege, they're going to push through these walls. They're going to try and put some pressure onto the Viper and kind of force a reaction, I guess, out of Team Secret, who have been incredibly passive.
One thing that I have to question, though, if they want to be doing this aggressive play, why does Rubenstock have 4 TCs?
Because Rubenstock is a god, and he is going to boom up anyway.
Yeah,
no one's going to stop him.
I understand they need
I
to be
don't know.
aggressive, and yeah, you want your Frank player with a strong Imperial Age economy, but like they're both sort of playing in different directions, which
I see what you mean. That makes a lot of sense.
it feels
yeah.
like they're not working in the same playbook, as it were.
Yeah, I see what you mean, but I guess you could also say that they're sort of covering each other's bases, right? Like, Max, he can try this aggression, and Rubenstock can support him with a few knights. If it doesn't pay off, or it doesn't work, then Rubenstock's still going to have the economy to go up to Imp and get Paladin out.
Sure, but then you've got one player in Imp versus two players in Imp.
That's
right?
true.
So it's sort of like you're playing hedging your bets, as it were. So either
In a way, yeah.
you get a slight advantage or you get a massive disadvantage, is how I see they're going.
Potentially. But then also you've got to think Aztec economy, they can go up to Imp on quite a small eco, and Max is not neglecting his economy by any means. Like, if he wants to make a switch now and go Imp, I think he could do that very quickly. And with this many farms and Aztecs, like, he will be very quick to get up to Imp if he wants to sort of take that approach.
Oh yeah, for sure. I just feel like they're not doing enough damage to justify being aggressive, and Aztecs is very much, I think, an aggressive civ.
Yeah, and well, I mean, he's doing a little bit here. They're actually going to break through the wall now.
Right, they still haven't killed anything
No, not yet.
since Feudal Age.
But he could do some good damage here, actually. He's got 5 monks, so Viper's got a couple as well, but 5 conversions could be very nice.
And they are Aztec monks.
Yes,
fair.
exactly. 30 health, though. He's not done any upgrades yet, but Sanctity will bring him up to 50. And, yeah, like, I think at this point, Imperial Age is coming in for Rubenstock. He's going to be the fastest to get up to Imp. Tato's shortly behind him. And the Mayan player is not the fastest up. So it could be interesting, because if Rubenstock does get onto Cavalier and Paladin quite quickly, like plumed archers aren't that much of a problem.
Yeah. Paladin's like the perfect counter for any sort of ranged unit. Oh no, but if they get in, that's going to be a slight
He's got more walls behind it. I guess he's open here, though.
And then also you can just go over to Rubenstock.
Oh, yeah. Oh, snap. Nope, he's actually backing out. I guess Tato losing the nerve there.
Oh,
but
boy.
Viper coming in with some knights now as
Yeah,
well.
the two of them coming in here, this could be dangerous.
Rubenstock does not want to take that fight, and they're going to totally abuse that hole. Unless Max can get in and
Max,
close
get
it up. He can.
No,
not
the wrong
like
one.
this. Oh, goodness me.
Oh, he continued building the one that was already built.
Oh, that was such a critical error from Max.
I think the build just automatically went to that one after it finished its own walls. I don't think Max told it to do that.
But they're still not coming in, actually. Or they're still hovering around here.
And Rubenstock's
Secret
getting the
have got
walls
the
up.
hover hand at the moment. They're not sure if they want to commit. And they're actually going to back away. Maybe they're backing away because of Max at the front here, getting a couple of conversions, perhaps. And yeah, they're not going to commit to trying to go in there. Imperial Age is in for Rubenstock, as we know. Cavalier will be on the way very shortly. And in fact, why is it not already being researched? He has the resources.
Now he's got Cavalier going. He's a little short on the gold, though.
Yeah, he's got a lot of food. That's good. But Cavalier is just coming in now. Tato, of course, will be leading Bracer. And actually, he can't afford... Oh, no, he can't afford Elite Plumed Archer. It just wasn't showing up, so he'd already spent the resources. So Plumed Archer, Elite Plumed Archer is coming in as well. It will be Elite Plumed Archer, Knights versus Cavalier and Crossbow with a few Mangonels.
And a few monks as well.
A few monks, but the monks are getting picked off. Like, any conversions there, Max?
No, just run
Not
away.
today? No? Okay. Castle will go up here, though, so they should have a nice defensible position. And, of course, the Mangonels are always a threat on the hill, too. With the extra 25% damage going down onto those plumes, they'll be in a good position to do damage.
But we see the
right
Max
there.
and the Viper, they're both also up to Imperial Age as well, following up their teammates. I'm just wondering, like, what's Max's game plan? Is he going to maybe make pikemen? Pikes and monks and siege? I feel like that's basically all he can do.
Pikes, monks, siege. Yeah, maybe he goes eagles and tries to raid, but I think
you
that's too
you need
risky.
onagers to cut through a forest somewhere.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Eagles by themselves aren't going to be ideal, I think.
It's definitely going to be onager. Looking at this,
I think onager is like the guaranteed thing. You make
Yeah.
onager to counter the plumes, and then something to support them.
I guess pikes would do the trick, but yeah, I mean he's going to have to get Garland. Sorry, not Garland Wars. El Dorado. Wait, no, Garland Wars. I mean Garland Wars. It's right the first time. But
Just trick yourself.
yeah, he will need that because otherwise his pikes just aren't going to be good enough. I mean, Pikes just aren't as population efficient as paladins.
No.
So
or plumed archers.
Yeah,
for that
exactly. It's kind of tough. But block printing's being researched, so we can try and convert some units, I guess. But this is looking really good for Secret right now.
Oh, the monks.
Castle's going down to Trebs, and Tato has the castle advantage. He's got 3 castles versus the 1 of Max here.
And oh boy, Tato's taking into pikeman. Tato's probably going to get Halberdier pretty quickly. He recognizes, okay, Rubenstock, Franks, Imperial Age. We haven't seen him do much for a long time. He's probably booming up for Paladin pretty quickly.
Yeah. And he is. Paladin is on the way. It's at about 80% right now. Viper's not got Cavalier yet. So this is going to be a big power spike for Rubenstock.
Well, actually, he does.
Back.
Viper did Chivalry in Castle Age.
Oh,
so
you're right, yeah.
He's already got Paladin coming in. So you can see them both on the tech tree at the same time.
Yeah, that's funny.
So he's probably going to finish. He's
tree.
going to finish Paladin at a similar time to Rubenstock because he did Chivalry
Man,
beforehand.
The power of Chivalry. That's such a cool tech. But there you go. Paladin for Rubenstock. He wants to turn this, but he's not confident enough to take that fight. And he's got to try and bring everything together. He's still got those scouts from the feudal age. I mean, come on. Finally going to mash those in there. Looks like he wants to take out the Trebs, but it's too late anyway. The castle is down.
Aztecs, they don't care about their castles.
No, but they do care about holding that position, I guess. The Trebs will fall. But, yeah, Viper's about to have Paladin. He is massively outnumbered, though. And there are more and more Paladins piling in there from Ruby. Obviously, Max has some monks, but they're out of
so
position.
about half of his Paladin aren't fighting. They're just sort of stuck behind the wall of Paladin. And those plumed archers are doing so much damage from the back.
That is true. The plumed archers here do have full upgrades on attack. So, although they're missing some defensive upgrades at the moment, they're not being attacked. So they are just doing damage, which is nice. And old Viper goes up the hill. He finds the trebuchet there. And that means that this trebuchet will be the only one left shooting. But it will take down this castle by the looks of things. Unless Viper suddenly appears over here and takes out the treb. Which he might just do. I think the treb might not kill it. Nope, he gets it with the paladins anyway. So there you go. The castle is down. Viper and Tato pushed back just a little bit. And Rubenstock's big power spike and mass paladins here have certainly done well for the team. He's lacking the +4 attack, which Viper already has. And I think this is looking very good overall for Secret, all things considered.
Right, we're seeing
Nice trade.
they're starting to trade, but I'm feeling like Maxis really isn't contributing anything. At the moment, he has 22 military.
And unupgraded pikes.
Yeah, like it's just not helpful. He's interested in coinage, for God's sake. Is he going to sling Rubenstock now at the 40-minute mark? Like, it feels a little bit too late to start slinging.
Yeah, Max isn't used to being the slinger either, but yeah, I guess Viper quite away from being popped here, and Rubenstock has a lot more paladins than him.
But
so
he's also got very little gold in the bank. He's just researched chivalry now. Okay, Max just slung him.
Hugh has no gold.
He just got slung 900 gold. Okay, like
yeah,
the timing was pretty good from
timing
Max.
was perfect.
Yeah,
good job, Max. But like, I just think mass paladin here. Like, you know, ignore the fact that there's like 10 halbs. Just mass paladins, throw everything into this and try and take out the plumes. What is the Aztec player
I
doing?
feel like this has to be like just an all or nothing push now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right, like Rubenstock needs to win this with like 100 paladin in the next 10 minutes, or I think they're going to lose the game because Max just has no military that's useful.
Well, he's got about 20 paladins to go.
He just needs to get in there and push before they mass helps.
It's a scary amount of paladins. But yeah, I mean, maybe some supporting Arbalest from the Max could be valuable.
I think Onagers is the best thing for him to make.
Yeah, probably still
Right.
Onager. Yeah, I agree.
Okay, and they're trying to find a way into Max's base. Or is the trebuchet going to like treb cut through the forest?
Yeah, it's going for the forest. Still, there is another wall behind.
Yeah.
It's not too bad, but yeah, they need a bit more siege here as well. There is a trap coming over.
Maybe some bombard cannons or something like that could be useful.
Yeah, they got to take out these castles from the Mayan player. That's really going to be
To be honest, I think I'd like to kill the barracks first, just to
stop the halb production.
Yeah, and then take down the castle.
It's not a bad shout. It's definitely a reasonable approach. But Rubenstock now, 14 paladins away from 100.
100 is like the magic number that I'm going for at this point.
Yeah, he actually doesn't have space for 100 because
Yeah.
he's got 103 vills.
And
but
5 trade cards. You know, roughly 100 is like the number that he wants to get to, considering he's been slung as well.
Still going to absolutely murder these halbs. Like, it's not enough halbs here.
But
But
Tato,
they're in.
they're about to break in. He's just killing the stone wall with plumed archers.
If only he had arbalest
And obsidian
obsidian arrows.
Ah,
The
exactly.
stone wall would have been gone 10 minutes ago. Fortified wall would
Now
have been
Ruben
gone 10
Stock's
minutes
coming
ago.
over to help
Oh,
him
if he
out.
deletes those walls from behind, delete the walls at the back maybe. Oh, this is going to be a huge fight. Ruben Stock coming in, trying to get on the paladins here.
Imagine if there was one onager hitting those plumed
Oh,
archers.
it would be amazing, wouldn't it? Right from this hill.
Yeah, just
Oh, we've got
splat.
some pikemen coming around, but the sheer numbers here for Ruben Stock working out very well. He is dropping numbers very quickly.
I
but
don't
so
think
is
it's
the
working out
Viper.
as well as it could be. Like, Tato still has a massive army by himself, right?
That's true. A massive army of plumes, though, that might not be doing that much damage because they're just running away at the moment. More and more paladins being thrown in here. Viper looks like he's got a similar number to Rubenstock in this position, but there is a castle here as well. We do also, however, have pikemen running in from Max. And the military count, oh man, I'm going to look at the graph. I'm going to do it. That's village. Oh, that's villagers.
Okay.
That's the military graph. Viper's team clearly coming ahead there as Rubenstock throws everything into that engagement.
Can we actually look at that villager graph again?
You want to see the villager graph?
Yeah.
Sure. Villager graph is
That's wacky.
very wacky. It was very even for a long time, to be fair. Max and Rubenstock just ahead in villagers, but it's kind of insignificant at the moment. What
Right.
really matters right now is the military units and the military composition.
They
And
don't,
that is
they
the
don't
military
have
graph.
enough gold to keep spamming paladins.
Yeah.
Like, Rubenstock's got 10 trade carts. You need, 50 trade carts to keep spamming paladin constantly.
Siege Onager, though. It's happening.
It's a little bit too late, I feel.
It's happening.
Like, if it had even just normal onagers, not SO, just onager by itself 10 minutes ago or 5 minutes ago to help in those fights.
True that.
That would have turned it around, I think.
But you know what, Max? With Siege Onager, Siege Engineers could still be reasonable. We've got Onager for Tato as well.
Like if they had onagers backing up, 90 paladin, that's so much more dangerous than onagers backing up 40 paladin.
That's true. That's true. Rubenstock does have a little bit of gold left, and they are getting the trade going. They will be trading at a decent rate pretty soon. They're ahead on trade carts compared
true.
to Team Secret at the moment.
But
But
Secret has, map control and larger military.
exactly. So they're going to have to stall, basically, for a while, and I think that's why we're seeing so much walling coming in from Rubenstock now. A triple layer of stone walls. Why not?
Yeah, fortified wall soon, I assume.
And a little raiding force of
pikemen.
racks up at the top, just because. Why not, right? Like, let's be a nuisance. What are you going to do? Send your paladins to kill me and take a bad trade?
Oh, still a good trade. Pikemen are not that good.
No, they really suck. In this situation, remember Halberdier didn't exist in the AOK days. Think about how good paladins were back then.
Think of how good the Franks were back then with no
Yeah.
bloodlines either.
I remember playing Franks, like only the Franks in AOK. I used to play deathmatch Franks.
Oh,
all day.
yeah. Well, Franks were just
They
the
were just
DM civ.
the Civ, yeah. But Tato and Max, Tato and Viper coming up to fight the Max on this top side. So their stalling tactic has worked. They now have Siege Onagers out. Just trying to play I Spy and look for
Oh,
Siege
there's one
Onager.
Onager.
Oh no, it's getting taken out by bombard cannons.
And one paladin.
Paladins. One paladin.
Feels bad, man. There's another onager, but there's no plumed archers in sight to kill.
No, the plumed archers are here, and the onagers are here, which, they're close. They're close.
Is there some sort of a push on the left-hand side?
Left side? Where?
Just to the north of this is a little bit of red.
Ah, yeah. Looks like there was something there, but Rubenstock's walling that up now with a gate. I like this gate. I wonder if that is functional. I don't think it is.
No.
You have to delete that wall there. But anyway, yes, in the middle of the map.
Oh
Big
boy,
fight.
big fight.
Big fight. And the onagers get the shot onto the BBCs. There's 3 onagers here. Onager obviously in for Tato as well. But that's Siege Onager for Max. And he does have Siege Engineers, which is critical. Obviously, Viper has Siege Engineers here as well. But the Mayan player, no Siege Engineers. So, obviously...
Viper's in the north as well. He's just going straight into Max's economy.
Oh, he is? Oh, damn. Okay, he found his way through.
There's a hole somewhere in that.
There, they cut through. And, oh dear.
And Rubenstock's just chasing him down with all of his paladins.
Yeah, it doesn't look good now. Oh, there's a hole in the
the
wall.
hole's holding it open.
Oh dear, they left it open.
Okay, Rubenstock with the quick walls. He gets them just in time.
Does he? Yes, he does.
Yeah, but
okay,
that siege
that's
workshop's
lucky.
going to down. Oh no, there's an onager. Tato's just going to cut through the forest.
Yeah, that's bad news. I think this is really looking worrying now for Suomi. They have a larger mass of paladins, but
Tato still has 100 army.
Yeah. And I feel like the Aztec player is just so underwhelming.
Like, yeah, Max just really isn't contributing much at this point. Like, he gets some nice onager shots, but it's not enough compared to what he needs to do to keep this game going.
No, exactly. And I mean, the pikes here are just so ineffective. Like, yeah, they do have an attack bonus against paladins, but it's just not good enough.
Right, and they don't have Garland walls either.
No.
And I think Viper's into the trade on the left corner.
He is. That's
Oh,
a lot
boy.
of paladin right there, and it looks like Rubenstock will be dispatched to deal with that. Now, they are ahead in trade, so I guess you could say they can afford to lose a little bit of trade.
Well, they're not that far ahead.
But yeah, they're not.
They're like 15 trade cards ahead. Like, it's not a lot.
Oh, and they'll lose them very quickly as the Plumed Archers come in here as well. Yeah, the Mayans in this situation,
They're just so
which
pop
is such
effective.
a better civ for this matchup.
I think, honestly, I would take almost any other late game civ over Aztecs. Like, even Ethiopians would have been better. Because they've still got the SO options.
They have better Arbalest.
They've got better Arbalest.
do
They've
that.
got Helves as well. They've got better Siege Onagers.
Yeah.
They've got Showtells, which is kind of a meme unit, but sometimes they're useful.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, the Shotel kind of fits the same role as the Eagle Warrior for raiding.
Fast
in a way.
raiding
like,
unit.
It's not the same in terms of like stats and stuff, but it's still raids very effectively.
It's a similar sort of unit.
Yeah.
I don't think like Aztecs really add anything compared to. Well, you don't really want to use Eagles against Plumes either.
The problem is they have to work within. Oh, nice Siege Onager shot. They have to work within the Civ pool here. They have to pick a Civ pool Civ. So
well,
they
that's what
want
the Franks are. The Franks are in the Civ pool.
Ah, right. My bad. Yep, of course they are. So they didn't have to take Aztecs. Yeah. Maybe, I mean, to be fair, Max and Rubenstock both took 2 Civ pool Civs last game as well. It's like they're playing entirely within the Civ pool, which is strange. Oh, wow. Losing a lot of plumes here, though. Losing a lot of plumes. And the villager counts are almost identical. The trade, it's still in favor of the Finns.
Oh, actually, no. It's actually slightly in favor of Secret.
It is?
Yeah, Viper has 2
more
trade
sorry,
cards
I was
than
looking
Max.
at the military count.
Yeah, so was I.
Yeah,
time.
so okay.
They're basically equal on trade.
I do think, however, that Rubenstock and Max are not dead yet. They're still going.
Right. I don't think the game's 100% lost, but they're not in a good position.
No, they're not, but I do think they could hold on. I want to believe that they can hold on.
I want to believe they can win.
But it's very unlikely, I think, given the Civ matchup here. Yeah, it's kind of tough. It's kind of tough. We'll see Viper and Max now starting to push again.
And, like, the Secret team, they're still pushing on, like, 2 fronts, right? They've got this plumed push here, and they're still sort of on the left bottom corner attacking the trade line.
Yes, they are. They're still pressuring that.
Like, it's
Just
not
a little bit.
Like, it's forcing them to, worry about it.
Yeah, I want to see more Siege Onager shots, though. Like, the Siege Onagers are right there. Come on, you gotta shoot. You gotta shoot. Not at the Paladins. wrong target, Max. Oh my goodness.
Oh, he tried.
He tried. The bombard cannons are annoying, but I guess if Rubenstock can get back there,
if he, stop attacking the plumes, kill the bombard cannons.
That's expensive.
This map is Mises.
Yeah, Maces. I think Mises,
something like that.
Yeah, MESES.
AS.
Oh man, it's a brand new map. Apologies for the butchery on the pronunciation, but it looks like GG was called right there. Max and Rubenstock realizing that they just don't have enough to hold off any longer. Viper getting into the trade line again in the south, and they were just kind of a bit too spread thin, a little bit hard pressed there, and it did look good for them for a while. But Viper and Tato, in the end, I think just with better civs, Franks and Mayans, proving to be a very strong combination, and one which, quite frankly, see what I did there, the Aztecs just can't really compare with. Apologies, anyone who's watching on my stream. I've not really been looking at the chat there. But I will shout you out now. Psychosis Patient, thank you for the 2-year resub. Mega Duma, thank you for the 21-month resub. And Mangadide with the 33-month resub. Appreciate that. I think I missed some more. Caspilla as well with 14 months. You guys, if you're wondering where I've been on the EscapeAoE channel, which is where we're also streaming right now. This is where we're covering the ECL, and this is also where we are streaming 4 times a week. On Fridays, we stream an AoE 2 show match every week. On Saturdays, we cover the ECL. On Sundays, we do AoE 3, and on Mondays, we do AoE 2 community games and AoE 3 community games.
And some various other games sometimes.
Yeah,
as the fancy takes us.
Exactly. We've done some board gaming. We've done some other bits and bobs. But we are live 4 times a week. I am active. I am still here. And we are on the EscapeAoE channel. But we're going to go to the post-game stats real quick and just see how the Aztecs performed.
Not particularly well.
No, not really. Rubenstock did well, but East Franks. Viper did better, KD-wise. And Tato.
Well, to be fair, Rubenstock was fighting 1v2 quite a lot.
That's true. Yeah.
It makes sense for him to lose more.
Yeah, awkward game for the Finns there. Very awkward game. But that does mean that we get to go to game 3 and we get to go to the Hamburger.
Woo!
Which we had last night because we were really hungry and we decided to go to McDonald's.
Well, I had chicken nuggets, so no hamburgers for me.
Yeah, I had a hamburger, I'm ashamed to say. Although there's no shame in having a McDonald's every now and then.
It's a nice treat.
It's a treat. Sure, why not? More Bus TV, thank you for the subscription with Twitch Prime on the EscapeAoE channel. Let's go into game number 3. Hamburger will be the decider between Secret and Soumi. In this best of 3, can Soumi do it? Can they get through? Or will they lose out on an opportunity to score points and start to gain more ground on that second place in the ECL?
Or will Secret get the reverse sweep in the best of 3?
I don't know. A reverse sweep in a best of 3
it's
doesn't
not
sound quite as
it's not very exciting, is it?
A reverse sweep in a best of 9. That's
big.
That's big. But yes, so rare to happen. First thing that happens on Hamburger is walling the little holes between the water and the trees in the middle. And it's been a while since I've seen this map. I've cast quite a few games on this map. It's quite an old map now. And it was made by the Prophet.
For Forgotten Empires, wasn't it?
For Forgotten Empires. So back in like 2013-ish, 2012, the Prophet made this. And it's a fun little map. We'll go through it. We'll introduce the players first. Same colours as last game, keep it easy. Viper in the yellow as the Japanese. Tato in the red as the Spanish. And then we've got Max in the teal as the Incas. And Rubenstock in the grey as the Japanese. So Japanese on both sides. And then we've got Incas and Spanish.
Interesting. I think very different play styles is what these civs imply to me. Incas seem like, you're going to trush the middle, take control of the wood line, and just try to secure the starting island. Whereas Spanish seems more of a, we're going to go late. We want conquistadors and, better trade. And, we can also trush a little bit, but it's much more
versatile.
versatile.
Drop the middle.
Right. You've got much more options, I think, with Spanish.
Yeah. And so this map, let's talk about the map. All the players sort of spawn in the middle, on the bun, so to speak. And in the middle here, you've got the patty, which is the wood line.
Yep.
And
the ham, as it were.
The ham, yeah. And together they make the hamburger.
Yeah,
which is wrapped in blue foil and put in a green bag. But essentially, the only wood that you can take at the start of the game is this forward wood line. You see everyone building their woods here. And this is why we're talking about the potential for a trush, because a tower can reach over, and a tower can, of course, deny your opponent's wood line. So that's something to watch out for. You've also got this ring of water around the edge, and this contains decent enough big fish to make fishing absolutely worth it.
Right.
But the problem is, if you want to do a tower rush, you cannot fish. Because you're just never going to get to the feudal age fast enough.
You can't do a pure tower rush.
No.
Right? It's very much a sort of you make a couple of fire galleys, you make a couple of towers, and then at some point you're going to transport to the outside because, you want to get the extra gold, the extra wood, extra stone, etc.
Yeah, but what I'm sort of getting at is if you want a faster tower, then doing fish is not the way to get to the feudal age fast and get towers up.
Yeah.
And given that everyone's built a dock, I would say that no one is going for a pure trush strategy.
No, I feel like that's
moment.
a little bit too much all in.
Yeah.
Right? Like if you do the trush and you don't deny every single part of the center wood line,
yeah.
the other team is going to get
They just
water control,
remove,
and then if they deny you from transporting to the outside, you're going to lose in the end.
Yeah, that's very true. So on this map, you've got the middle wood, you've got the outside ring of water, and then you've got the edge of the map, which is kind of like a descent ring style edge. You've got all these smaller wood lines, and you've got various gold, stone, and relics out here. So late game, everyone sort of comes out towards the edge anyway. But for now, you've got plenty of gold, stone, and wood available on the Hamburger. But you do have to, of course, move out to the edge eventually as well.
Yeah, that sums it up basically. Because it's still worthwhile to fight for the middle even in the late game because there's so much gold and stone there.
Yeah.
But you just sort of need a balance. How much water control do we do? How much middle land? How much outside land? You got 3 things to consider once you get to Castle Age. Where do we focus our efforts on?
Yeah, it's a very messy map, and it's very hard to balance all of those things. But what we will see is Max doing something a little bit different. Way later to feudal here.
Mm-hmm.
He got some extra deer from his teammate, and he's already transporting out to the edge of the map. So I think Max... I'm not sure what he's doing exactly, but he's definitely not going to be too concerned about tower rushing this one by the looks of things. It looks like he's playing for water, to be honest.
Yeah, I think so as well. The problem is, though, if you're going full water and someone trusses your wood line, you don't have the wood to make boats.
No, which is why he's already out on the edge building a lumber camp.
He's prepared for this.
Meanwhile, Tato is prepared for some towers.
He's already got the outposts up. He's the first to feudal age. We're going to see towers just instantly pop up.
Bosh. Towers. Well, actually, you can only make one because he's not mining any gold. By the way, nice mining camp. But yeah, there's the first tower. If anything, that's just to protect his own villagers, I feel. But oh, wow, look at the right side. They've actually broken through. And Tato's going to lose his scout by the looks of things. Oh, maybe not. Both of them going back.
Instantly rewalls.
It's like, no, forget that. That was a silly idea.
Yeah. Fighting, that's so uncivilized.
And there you go. Tower up for Tato. Tower being rushed up for Rubenstock.
He should still get the tower up, I think. No, he's
bailing.
That.
He's bailing. He doesn't want to lose any villagers.
Whew.
He should still get the tower. I think he'll just wait for Tato to ungarrison, and then he'll go for it. Mind games.
Okay.
Mind games. Can he get it? He's got to get this. 82%, bringing over some more villas. He doesn't want to lose a villager here. He is losing them quickly, however. Peppering them with arrows. They're all so low.
At some point, though, Tato is going to ungarrison, and then he can finish the tower.
Yeah, and he's quite heavily on stone, so he'll get another tower up as well here. And he's going to get that eventually. I don't think anyone's lost too much yet. We do see one unit going down for Rubenstock. And I think that might be a fishing ship or something, or a boat. On the right side, it's Tato also going onto the water. On the left side, the water action is hotting up as well, quite literally, because fire galleys are on the map for both the Viper and Max.
Well, I guess fire galleys are pretty hot, but I'm more worried, what's the towers happening on the Viper and Max's side? Are any of them trushing? Okay, that's just a defensive tower for Viper, and that's all, and now he's going to stone himself.
Yep, and we don't see any stone for Tato yet. He's actually completely pushed off of wood now because there's two towers here.
So now he's going to struggle to keep water control.
Yeah, that's going to be very awkward. And Rubenstock knows that he's won the tower war, so he's definitely going to be pulling ahead here on water. Tato has got enough... Wait, no, he's actually really low on wood right now. He doesn't have enough wood for another... Oh, this is a problem.
He can't make a lumber camp.
He's got to chop the stragglers, and if he wants to make it a lumber camp, he'll have to make it down here somewhere, because if he makes a transport, he definitely won't have enough wood for a lumber camp.
No, but Viper's got a transport ship. He can maybe send it over and
that's
help
true.
out.
Yeah.
Do the team thing.
Yeah, that's true. This is a team game after all, so maybe that's actually what he will do. But yeah, we will see Viper and Max going toe to toe on the water in the south.
That's a lot of demos from Max.
Yeah, that is 3 demos from Max. We've got 1 for Viper, so he could actually kill all of them with a 1 well-placed demo shot.
If he's lucky, he could try for that.
Maybe. But at the moment, yeah, should be Rubenstock comfortably winning the water in the north.
I just love this fact that like the different parts of the game all interact together. Like the trushing in the middle allows you to win the water because they don't have wood. Right? Like it's so backwards. Like normally it's just, you keep making boats until you win or you lose. But here it's nice intricacies of how they all interlock and work together.
Yeah, it is. It's a very well balanced map, and you have to sort of consider all of these things. But I'm feeling good about Soumi at the moment due to the fact that they're winning the water here. And if he wins decisively against Tato, they can double Viper. And the water is somewhat valuable. There is quite a lot of fish in it. So, that's good for, a bit of supplementary food income. But also just transporting villagers out to the edge. Like, you need to get them out there eventually.
Oh, boy, that's a early tower on the outside.
Here?
Max is, worried about, like, scouts or an archer push or something coming around there.
I think he has good reason to be worried, to be fair. Viper here does have a barracks after all.
Can he actually steal that with that outpost?
I don't think he can, right? Oh, he can.
Oh, he can, okay.
He must have... He's not done town watch, surely.
He must have.
Because, wait, hold on. Can we see? I don't see any, like, random...
Oh, yeah, the houses have got a lot of lights.
Yeah,
right?
he's done town watch. Okay, so that's pretty useful.
Oh, yeah, so he's seen the barracks, he's worried. Okay, there might be some archers or, like, an eagle warrior or something that runs in here. Or he's Japanese, so he's not going to be eagles, but, like, scouts or archers.
Yeah, it's a good preemptive tower, for sure. And meanwhile, it looks like Tato's trying to get back on the water now. He's still grabbing some wood from the middle of the map.
That's so
but it has
though.
been a bit of annoying, a nuisance for him.
Look at how far they have to walk to drop off the wood, though.
It's very awkward, very awkward. He's trying to build a tower here. That's going to be a nice one. Should be out of range, I think, of these villagers, though. But it might secure him some more chopping over here. And even Viper's got, like, idle villagers here. It's such a messy map.
Right, and the trushing just never really ends until either you've won or lost the entirety of the middle wood line. Right, like you keep moving around, placing more towers, trying to, deny wood lines wherever.
Yeah, I thought that was out of range, but it wasn't. It was in range. So that's kind of making it awkward for Rubenstock now. And if we look at the KDs, it looks like Viper's doing a really good job on the water here. He's cleaned up Max's fish, and he's going to be fishing away himself with those Japanese fish quite comfortably. So,
and it looks
Secret
like he's sending some boats to Rubenstock as well. Just to the right of that a little bit.
Yep, I see.
There we are.
So things are actually looking very, very good.
Ships.
Oh,
Get the
no.
transports.
There's nothing in them.
But just denying the transport ships is really valuable.
Okay, yeah. This looks really, really good right now for Team Secret. I thought that Max and Rubenstock had a bit more control over the game. I thought Rubenstock would be winning the water a bit more decisively. But as it stands, he's getting pushed back. And now he's getting doubled as well. Viper's score is insane.
Right, and he's the first up the castle age, just barely ahead of Max, but he's got 4 more villages and 4 more fishing ships working away.
Oh yeah, Viper is playing very well right now. He's got the largest military. He's got 15 to 5 KD, 3 to 1 KD ratio. He's got the largest economy. It's just Viper doing Viper things this game.
And this archer rush he's doing, he could always just transport them back into the middle, right?
Yeah. And come here and then
find
go
a stone
like
or
right
a gold
onto...
mine or something.
Oh, that's a really good point. Like, you don't have to just go for the outside. You've got options.
You can transport into the middle and then go back to the outside afterwards and then go back into the middle, right? You can sort of hop over wherever you need to be as long as your transports are still alive.
That's true. You could be really, really annoying with that. And I guess that's another advantage of having the water control. But, the middle of the map's like lighting up right now. It's flashing all over the place.
All the towers just constantly attacking.
Yeah. And it looks like Viper and Tato have the better control over this wood line in the middle. Like, they've got the towers up, they've got the control there. And at some point as well, like, another element of this map is that eventually this middle area will open.
Yeah, you cut all the way through at some point, and then you can attack.
And then you can go through. So it's such an awesome map. I love it. Max, though, going for full barracks here. So it looks like he's going to be preparing for Eagle Warriors to deal with the crossbows. And Viper, here he is with his transport ship. Might be scouted, actually. In fact, certainly will be scouted.
He's going to walk right into this tower, though. Maybe he can deny this TC if he gets around the other side? Or we're just going to dive straight into the TC instead.
He's just
under
gonna,
the tower.
Yeah. And I think Max will be fine there. Good quick wall there from him as well.
But it's still open at the lumber camp.
It is. Can he stop the TC?
Oh, yes, he can. And there's
Yeah.
war galleys on the water side as well.
Oh no, Max! This is a catastrophe. Suomi might just be done right here. I'm really worried for them now. This does not look good.
Where are those villagers going? Is Max trying to like push Tato's side instead?
Maybe, but then he's also just invested in Eagle Warriors over on the left side. It's hard to say. Maybe he'll make a single barracks over here or something.
Or Siege Workshop, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
It seems a bit strange to go all the way over there.
Oh boy, getting denied here though. That's hurting Max a lot. And meanwhile, Viper booming up at the back behind this push.
Popping
He's
down
of
the
course still got
TCs.
his fish, and Rubenstock is still feudal. As is Tato, to be fair. They're both still feudal.
I think it's quite likely that we're going to see them slinging their Castle Age friends at this point.
Probably. And then actually at that point, Inca's being slung. It's not too bad, to be honest. But Viper with the war galleys here, able to range a bit, able to do a lot of damage, able to be very annoying.
I don't know. I think Japanese versus Incas is pretty dangerous. Like,
For the Incas.
yeah, because okay, like Japanese, they've got better water
Yep.
with their fishing and stuff. In Imperial Age, Samurai versus Eagles.
We might see Samurai. I mean,
Right.
it's not completely out of the question.
Because like Incas, like you want to be making, a mixture of Eagles, Kamioks, Helbs, and then
Slingers,
something to support
everyone
them.
forgets about Slingers. The Incas are like one of the better
that's true.
civs in the game to just counter whatever you want to throw at them. They have an answer to most things.
Sure, but Japanese also are like that, right?
A little bit, yeah.
Like Arbs and Helbs and Samurai. Like,
True.
it's definitely not over by any stretch of the imagination at this point. But Secret do have some advantages at this point.
Take a look at the graphs. The graphs are always nice. Villagers, plus 21 for Viper's team and Team Secret. Military, quite even at this
Basically
point. So there's definitely potential here for damage. Obviously, Max is attacking the house of Viper, trying to get in, trying to sort of raid his economy. But Viper's easily able to defend that and get a tower up here as well. Still waiting for... there we go. I was just still waiting for like some kind of raid here, but looks like Max has got enough towers up to defend himself for now.
Making barracks for some Eagles as well. He'll be
Exactly,
fine
yeah.
there.
And there's always a potential for a raid onto Viper and Tato as well. If they can somehow, like, I don't know, just kill off the palisade and
Or
go
even-
through.
They could just transport round, because it looks like Rubenstock's... he almost had water control at one
Very
point.
nearly. Very nearly. That's the thing about Fire Galley Wars. It's so hard to tell who's ahead. Like, in this situation, it's been kind of back and forth, actually. Rubenstock looked like he was winning, and now Tato's actually seemingly won the water again. But, yeah, I mean, there's still a potential for a transport as well. And, well... At the
Just
very
destroy
least,
the
Max
buildings.
can take out these buildings a little bit.
You
and be
can't
annoying.
make any more crossbows.
Yeah, although I think you'd probably like it if Viper was making more crossbows.
That's true. That's true. The Eagles do kill them pretty well. But I think at this point, Viper's just going to, sit back, boom, keep making some boats to secure the middle, and like secure the water through the middle, and then, relax.
Relax.
Yeah, get to Castle Age. You see Tato's castle, his Spanish, probably a castle at some point.
Rubenstock is slinging the Max now, though. And
I think Tato's making a castle just where that flare is.
oh, I think you're
Yeah.
right. They see it. Rubenstock has the vision there, so Max won't really be able to get through on this left side, but maybe right side. Sorry, maybe he can focus his efforts on attacking the Viper. But look, Viper's got a castle as well. This is really tough because it's such a narrow stretch of land that trying to push on the outside in the Castle Age against two castles.
It's, not very easy.
It's
You
very,
can try to
very
run
hard.
past it, but like all of Viper's economy is basically touching that castle. And yeah, Max is almost up to Imp.
That could be very good.
Viper, how far away is Viper from Imp though? Okay, quite far.
He needs food. Tato obviously playing his own game, not slinging. So Max castle drop, treb down the castle, go in with Elite Eagles could be a way back into this game. It's a bit all in at this point. Like if it doesn't work, they're basically lost. But it could also turn it around.
I think that's all that they can do at this stage.
Yeah.
Right, like Rubenstock's still feudal at minute 31. He doesn't have time to get to Castle Age and start booming. He's
Yeah.
always going to be too far behind.
I'm
Like-
excited though for this. I think Max has the potential to win the game. I just think that it's a slim chance, and like I say, if it fails, then it's big trouble. But there's always an opportunity here that it could work out. Viper doing horse collar extremely late. These kind of things, it gives them an in. It gives them a way back in. I wonder though if Viper's doing Sammy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's already on it.
Good shout.
Because I think he knows as well, like, oh, Rubenstock's still feudal. He's obviously slinging Max. Max is obviously making eagles. Let's get some samurai out already, shall we?
Oh, I like this. So Viper getting gill nets and making fish traps.
Like it.
Yeah, Japanese fishing ships with gill nets are faster than farmers on fish traps, which is
very good.
Insane.
Yeah, they are very, very strong. But yeah, let's see here. Viper, a lot of fish actually, so his eco is in a good place. And I imagine his Imperial time will be reasonable. He's actually going to be lacking the food for a bit, but with the fish traps coming in, and with the farmers working now, he might be able to click up very, very soon.
Yeah.
Oh boy, there's another castle drop from Max though. I'm surprised he's built it there. Of all places. I guess he's thinking he can take this out and raid this eco and take this. And maybe he can kill Tato here as well. Because they both fortified the edge of the map.
With nothing in the middle.
And there's nothing to defend them in the middle. Does
That's
Max know? He doesn't know there's a castle there. But I'm wondering if he's going to go for I think a push in the middle could be devastating to
the problem
Team
is,
Secret.
how does he get all of his eagles into the middle? Right,
That's a problem.
They're all on the outside at this point. He's got a couple here in the middle. You got like
He
10
builds
or so.
I don't know. At the moment, he's making a treb on the outside. So I think the plan is to go through here.
Or treb cut one of the trees.
Maybe, yeah, maybe. He's got his eagles on the outside though, and there's Conquistador coming in here at the top. Rubenstock will defend with a couple of towers. That's okay. But there's also some in here as well. So, oh no, things are just looking bad now. He is going to treb cut by the looks of things.
Oh no, but once you chop down a tree, you can't treb cut it anymore.
Oh
so
no.
he has to get that tree there to the...
Oh, that's just unfortunate.
If it even goes for the treb cut.
I think he's
Okay,
trying to cut it, but
he's trying to hit it.
He can get this one. If he gets that one, he's good.
Okay,
now
there
he can
we
go
are.
through. Eagles are in. So Elite Eagle Warriors being researched. He's got to go in now though. Like time is of the essence right here. Viper's about to be in. Oh man, this is just so tense. There's so much happening all over the place. He's trying to kill off the Conquistadors as well. He has got the fully defended Eagle Warriors, but the Conquistadors hit so hard they don't care about armor.
And Tato's just constantly microing back.
And now he's in. He's going to hit Viper's eco. Viper already evacuating most of his vills though. But this could be a good opportunity for Max to like get the eco here. You know, he could take the gold, he could take the stone, he could build a mill on the farms to take them for himself. You know, it could be really...
Okay, but like, what about Tato's eco in the middle? Okay,
Tato's got a lot more.
Fair enough.
But still, a lot of it is now happening on the outside of the map. And in the long term, you need the outside of the map because that's where the extra gold is.
And that's where the trade line will be.
Exactly.
And we see Viper's at an imp now. He's got his 2 castles. He's getting conscription. He's getting upgrades for his infantry. How many samurai does he have at this point?
That many.
He just killed a lot of stuff there, it seems.
Too many for Max to handle. And I'm just very excited to see if we're going to see a game where Max and Rubenstock control the middle and Viper and Tato control the edge. And then they somehow manage to like push out from there, and I don't know. It would be cool to see, but I think it's going to be so hard.
Win from that point, though.
No, exactly. It's almost impossible to win from that position. Max though, slingers coming out.
Okay, you did call it. Slingers.
I mean, it's just such an obvious choice at this point.
The problem is that he needs to get 30 of them as quickly as possible.
He also needs upgrades for them because they do benefit from the blacksmith upgrades.
Yeah, like fletching and bodkin arrow.
Yeah,
and whatnot.
exactly. He needs the range on them from fletching and bodkin arrow.
But they do hit so hard. They're like hand cannoneers. That you
yeah,
get
they do plus
age.
10 damage, and they've got more accuracy than hand cannons.
Yeah.
So
they get slightly less attack, but
they're very strong.
Very, very strong.
I love them. Raiding now coming in as well, and Tato will be castle age for a while by the looks of things. As he tries to commit to making conks on the outside. Rubenstock running away with villagers. He's got 55 vills still, which is actually not too bad.
Well,
but
half of what Secret has for each player.
That's true, but he does need to get them working and continue to sling Max. Otherwise, Max might run out of steam here. Where are the slingers? The slingers are out of position. Oh no, they're at the front. He's getting raided at the back by Samurai. Samurai just getting the +4 defense. There is a monk here as well, though, so Max will defend this somewhat. And yeah, he's actually going for some eagles at the top. He's raiding continually in the middle of the map, although there's a lot of guard towers here, which means that the raiding is not going to be that effective.
Not as effective as he wants it to be.
That's 9 damage on those towers.
Eagles have 8 pierce armor.
Yeah.
Back to 1.
So, yeah, never mind.
The main thing is
Never
it's
mind.
got more HP, so they survive for a little bit longer.
Yeah. Man, what a messy game. Elite Samurai being researched by the Viper here. We've got Bodkin Arrow coming in for the Max so that he can get his slingers.
Oh, but Viper's getting Harborless.
Oh,
He's
boy.
got the counter to the slingers.
He does. It's like a game of chess. One counter follows another, and oh man, I can't see how Secret lose this game now. Rubenstock is too far out of it, and the attack from Max is fantastic. He's doing a really good job of like diving in deep, taking the middle of the map, but these Conquistador out here, they will find them,
I think
and they will kill them.
the problem though is that at the moment he's fighting Vestado in the middle,
In the middle,
right?
yeah.
And he's basically not touching Viper at all, and Viper's just booming away.
Viper's
on the
dead
outside.
here, but on the edge, he's
Super
up.
strong.
Yeah,
They're
look at
setting
this.
up trade
Oh
already.
god, he's got 4 castles, and he's spamming Samurai.
and
I love it.
Arbalest and
Look at the
everything.
Samurai go!
They attack so quickly. They take down the TC in no time.
I don't know if he did arson, but
Probably.
yeah, taking down that TC, taking down villagers. Max cannot afford to lose villagers here. And yeah, it's just, it's a massacre. This is just looking so bad for for Soumi right now. It's a really nice attempt, and they're not giving it up. They won't give up easily.
No, of course not. They need the points as much as the other 4 teams that are fighting for second.
For sure.
It's just, they need to do something different to change this game. They can't keep doing what they're doing at the moment because,
Yeah.
they're just slowly falling further and further behind. Once the trade starts to kick in for Secret, Tadder's going to go up to Imperial Age by then, and then there's going to be problems.
Where will you be when the trade kicks in?
A Spanish
Probably
trade kicks in.
GG'd, actually.
Probably, I think.
Yeah, I think that these Conquistadors as well, like, they're pretty good against the Eagles.
Well, as who was it? I saw someone casting last week or something. They said Conquistadors are an Imperial Age unit you can make in the Castle Age.
Pretty much. Look at them. 16 damage. Like, no problem. You got 8 pierce armor, still do 8 damage a shot.
Yeah, no worries.
No sweat. Couple of knights to tank in front, and those eagles are dead. Ah, man, this is bad news, and that's it. The GG is called. Max and Rubenstock will be reverse swept, as Robo likes to say, and it will be a 2-1 victory for Secret. They can't do it again. They can't take out Secret again. And now, Soumi have no opportunity to score points in this stage and lock down that second position. Well played to Team Secret. They will go on to the semi-finals to face BZK. That's correct. And then also Soumi and SY now losing an opportunity to score. That means that Frantic and AM will be the teams who are more likely, it's not guaranteed, but more likely to actually pull ahead and start to lock down that second place. We'll show you the standings very soon. Oh, yeah, I will bring up the stats. We're probably going to have a short break after this one. We're probably just going to put 4 minutes up. Just going to grab something to eat. But yeah, Max did a good job that game. He did the best he could with the sling that he had. But in the end, the economy for Team Secret was just too advanced. Look at Viper with every star, making him the superstar of that series. He did a good job, and yeah, all in all, a good win for Team Secret. Let's take a look at the brackets. There they are. You can see then that we've completed our first 2 round of 8 games. It will be Bazookas going forward to face Secret in the semi-finals. Next up, we'll have Frantic versus Heresy and AM versus VNA. stay tuned. That's coming up very soon. We'll have a short 5-minute break here. Just a reminder of the standings, though. Soumi there in 4th place, SY in 4th place. They are pretty much guaranteed to stay in 4th place. Both of them will still be on 30 points at the end of this stage. And AM and Frantic now have an opportunity to move up and have an opportunity to solidify their position in 2nd and 3rd. But we will be back very shortly. Next up, we will be casting Frantic versus Heresy. So stick around. We'll be back in 5 minutes' time, and we'll get that game going as soon as we can.